Welcome to this video review, and as you can see in front of me I have a Fortis 6 2.5 to 15 by 56 riflescope. You probably have seen already our videos where we introduced this riflescope at IVA 2019, and ever since then this series of binoculars somehow, this series of riflescopes somehow got lost in the market. They didn't make the impact as we all expected. Honestly speaking, even myself, I was not really aware of them, or how to say, they were not the first thought when I was thinking about 6x zoom European riflescopes. You know, you always think about Swarovski, the Z6, which is already on the market for the last 15 years. Then Zeiss V6, and even before that time Doctor V6, which was also, I would say, it made a big impact. And so when we got the Fortis 6, I somehow wasn't really paying attention to them until I looked through them. And this was something what opened my eyes, because honestly speaking, like I had 10 years of time to make something to compete with Swarovski, because let's be completely frank, Swarovski Z6, they were dominating the 6x zoom market in Europe for years. Some would argue that Magnus was the first direct competitor against the Z6. True, the Magnus superseded the Z6 in many aspects, but also it was, especially with the introduction of Z8 from Swarovski, it became much more expensive than the Z6. So what was really logical and what Leica did, they said, okay, we will do something very similar to Z6, but with a lower price. And so it came the Fortis 6. What's really special about these riflescopes? They're really modern. They have the same high quality turrets than Magnus models, and they cost around 10, 15, 20%, it depends from the model, less than Swarovski Z6i. So the price point is between 2,000 and 2,300 euros. It depends if you want to have the BDC turret, if you want to have the model with the rail. It depends how the price changes regarding these configurations. The rail model has a Zeiss ZM-VM rail standard. You can also buy a model like this with 30mm central tube diameter, and as you can see, they are quite heavy, 780 grams, so a bit more than Swarovski Z6. And also the length of the binoculars is quite big, it's 36mm. The objective outer diameter is 62mm, so it's standard. You can put all night vision optics clip-ons on them. The riflescopes are made in Portugal, in Leica's factory, and I would take a word or two about Leica made in Portugal. They built the first factory in Portugal in 1973, and also in 2013 or something like that, they invested 20+ million euros in the new facilities. And Leica, they say that the quality of products made in Portugal is the same like in Germany. I agree. Honestly speaking, when you look at the Geovits, when you look at the Fortis 6, the quality is on par with German products, at least in my opinion. But they are able to keep the price a little bit lower, which is a big benefit for the users. So I will talk about the optical performance, which is the most important, a little bit later, and I will go through the main features. So if I talk about the reticle is only in the second focal plane, so it's really nicely fine and thin on the higher magnifications, and it's only one reticle, L4A. So they lower the costs of manufacture of these binoculars also with the choice of only one reticle. It's easier to produce them. It's illuminated. The illumination is controlled on the side turret. It has only 9 intensity levels, not much, but it covers the whole range from daytime bright, it's a daytime bright dot, all the way down to really fine low light intensity. So, and the dot, illuminated dot in the center, it's really small. I don't think you will be able to see it, but it's really thin and really nice, really fine. The turrets, you can either go with BDC turrets, which are the same as on Magnus, great quality, locking mechanism, only one single turn and 95 clicks. The click value is 1 centimeter per 100 meters. You can also buy a Fortis with a normal hunting capped low profile turrets. Also very nice metallic feel, I would say higher quality than what you get on the competitors, which have a plastic feel. And the elevation range is 12 milliradians. I would say more than enough for binoculars like this. You don't need more. With the BDC, you also get a zero stop and single turn. Without the BDC, you don't have any zero stop. They are resettable, however. Really good feel, really nice. I especially like the BDC turrets. You can buy 12 different ballistic rings which have different engraved values for different calibers. You can also find them in our store. Really great system. I would say maybe only the BTF from Swarovski is better, but in terms of build quality, this one is even nicer because it's fully metallic. You see on size plastic BDC turrets, also on Swarovski plastic BDC turrets, but on Leica they are metallic. So now we talk about the optics. It's already a known formula. 2.5 at the lower end and 15 at the upper end, 56 millimeter objective lens. So these are the specs which you expect from a low light riflescope. 6x zoom, and the field of view is 17 meters at 100 meters. So it has a bigger field of view than the Z6. It also has the light transmission of 92%. Again, better than the Z6i. And the eye relief is 90 millimeters. The eye box is really great. And when you look through it, it's equally good as the Z6, maybe even better. So they did achieve, normally they had a lot of time, to make the riflescope, which is optically on pair with the best in the 6x zoom class. What is different is that it's cheaper, 15%, maybe even 20% cheaper. So in this aspect, great job, Leica. It's amazing. It's almost too good for this price class, because if you compare them with others, with Doctor, now it's Noblex, with Zeiss V6, when you compare them with the Leopold VX6 and so on, this is, I would say, just one step or more higher in terms of optical performance. Okay, I think we came to the almost to the end. I will also say what you get with the binocular, with the riflescope. You get the lens covers, you get the instruction manual for the BDC turret with all the, you can see here the tables. You can buy rings, they're marked EU1 to EU12. You can buy these ballistic rings also in our store, and to match them with your actual ballistic curve, you get the Sport Optics accessories catalog, smart move, because Leica is known for really great accessories. You get the certificate that the scope was tested before it left the factory, and cleaning cloth, the manual or quick guide, the battery for the illumination, CR2032, and a small hex key for the BDC turret. Okay, now the final part, the most important part, sweet and sour, so the positives and where is still room for improvement with this riflescope. So what is positive? Optical quality for this price point. So value for money is just amazing. The optical quality for 2,000 euros is just really good. So really worth the money. Fit and finish and design, really great. BDC turret, probably one of the best in the market. And I like the idea that even though Fortis 6 is placed one tier below Magnus, it still gets the same BDC turrets, top tier quality. Field of view, 17 meters of field of view is just outstanding result, really, really great. The red dot, the size of the red dot, the illuminated dot in the reticle, it's perfect. Okay, so where is still room for improvement? I didn't talk much about the parallax, because this model is the only one in the whole series that has the parallax. This is also a big plus. From 50 all the way to infinity, and it clicks on 100, and has a really nice firm feel and a lot of travel. So really nice parallax adjustment. Okay, but let's go where is room for improvement. Only 9 steps of the illumination. It does have the position sensor, so it turns on when you put it sideways or up or down, but still I think they could make a little bit, I would say, wider range of intensity levels. 9 is really, really not a lot. I also think where is room for improvement in terms of quality, if we don't go into the section of how many intensity levels you have, it's quite close to Magnus. So I think it's going to be internal competition between Magnus and Fortis, even though Magnus does have a lot of additional features which make it even better than the Fortis, but the price is almost 1,000 euros more. So I think this is something what Leica should think about it and make maybe Magnus with 8 times zoom, not 6 times. What I also think where is still room for improvement is the size. 36 centimeters is quite a big scope. Apart from that, great value if you need a high quality, I would say among the best, if not the best, 6 times zoom European riflescope for low light use or also for long range hunting. This is probably the choice which you would need to have on your list. Think about it, because optically for this price is just outstanding. Thank you for watching. If you have any additional questions, please use the comments below, and if you like our videos, please subscribe.